Hello, y'all. This is Mark Bowser, and finally made it to the end of the internship. So, kind of like a wrap up. How is your soul kind of set up for this last question? And I would say throughout this internship, and honestly throughout my entire DTS, career, if you want to call it that, I've experienced significant growth in just my spiritual walk. What is understanding, being more discerning, acting in wisdom instead of folly. I owe a lot of that to great friends, Seth, Ryan, Clay, Curry, Eric, and Chad, and just a few others. People who have just really encouraged me along the way and have really been responsible for my growth out of sin struggles, but also my growth in holiness towards spiritual practices. And ultimately, my wife, who's been just so strong and pushing me forward, even when I don't want to do anything, when I want to quit and just give up. She's been really forward and push me and cause me to persist. She's been really encouraging and really helpful. Sacred time, uh, yeah, that has taken its ups and downs in my time here. I would say the thing that refreshes me the most though is running. Uh, Something about being out there, being out, in the on a lake or on a trail or just on a road. No music, just me pounding away at the pavement, just me and my thoughts, just thinking through, evaluating things, considering conversations I've had, thinking about the in the moment running. And I would say I'd encourage students who, when they come to DTS, is there's two things: guard your time with God, because no one's going to tell you how to do that. They can tell you what you can do in your time. They can help you mature in your faith, but it only takes your initiative to guard your time with God. And I think the key thing that really stuck out to me in my time is what I learned is there's a difference between discipline and motivation. Um, I learned I could be very highly motivated to do a few things, but sometimes when it gets down to it, I can lack discipline to really carry through. And motivation, it gets you those nice highs and they get you through certain circumstances, but discipline is what carries you through. It's what you implement in the moments that will carry you through and persist, even when the things that motivate you are gone. You're not riding a high the whole way through. You're consistently walking with God in these moments. So I'd say guard those times, guard those moments, build discipline now that will carry you throughout a lifelong time of ministry. And a part of this growth has also helped me understand enemies I've had, especially sometimes with the climate at DTS. Things can get a little hasty with certain beliefs and ideologies. But I've learned to value people I have friendships with over the stances we have. Also to stay in my lane when it comes to topics I know nothing about. But when it comes to topics I do know, addressing them and discussing them, having good conversations over them. So I would say I'm not here to seek enemies. I'm not here to make enemies, but I've learned better to deal with my enemies as they come. A fear I would say I have is going forward is, am I going to be in the service industry for the rest of my life? Am I going to continue, or am I going to continue in going forward with chaplaincy? My wife just walked in. I'm going to go forward with chaplaincy and move past service industry jobs and move into more ministry jobs, such as what I have set up with, hopefully with St. Mark's and other opportunities. Time, I'd say I don't have much time in the week. I'm pretty busy and I keep myself busy. Um, it's prioritizing time that's been very difficult. It's been getting myself into a rhythm has been difficult. I feel like I don't have time to waste on entertainment. I'd still watch a video here and there, not as much as I used to, because I feel like there's just a heavier weight of getting things done, getting assignments done, and being prepared and ready for teaching on a Sunday when I have to, being ready to and available for work and extracurricular activities, and with my studies as well. I would say finances. like majority of the students here probably have debt, but I think as far as what we're prioritizing financially is, I would say coffee is probably one of them. If you check my checkbook, a lot of it be coffee. But I think it's prioritizing, making the right payments when we have to make them, paying what we're responsible to pay, um, and being faithful to that. And I would say, lastly, sin struggles. I would say is because of my time with Seth and with Clay and Ryan, we've encouraged one another. We are willing to help one another as we continue to thrive in our relationships that we have. For Seth and I to thrive in our marriages, to see old sin habits like old sexual sins to be put aside. And I would say because of that, I've had significant encouragement in putting aside old sexual sins, especially in a time here at DTS and as a married man. And as you can pray for me, is pray one that I seek contentment in the lot that God has given me. I seek joy in what God has provided, to not be miscontent for what He has offered, and to be faithful to what He has given me, and to see all opportunities as gifts of God's grace, and to see my ministry as a ministry of grace. Thank you.